No response is a response. No clarity is a response. If a man is not giving you the answer that you need, that is your answer. If you're asking him, hey, if you're asking him, are we in a relationship, and he does not give you an answer, that is his answer. He does not want a relationship with you. Period. Go find you somebody that do. Hey you guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're gonna be doing a late night girl chat. It has literally been months since I've done a video for YouTube, but I'm getting back on my YouTube grind. I've been growing on TikTok. I've been asking my followers and my mutuals what would they like to see on my YouTube, and I got so many comments. So I'm committing myself that all August I'm going to be striving to make 3 high quality YouTube videos a week. And I have gotten so many different ideas, from cooking to day in the life to what I wear in a day, all of these amazing things. I did want to do a sit down video as my first video back from my sabbatical, and I thought this would be a great time to do so, just to catch up. And we're gonna get down into the nitty gritty. I don't know what's gonna be said because I got my handy dandy Monty Albon. This is Reposado tequila. It's 40%. I only have a little bit left, but I thought let's spice up this conversation. I want to be fully transparent. I want to be, you know, just different than what I normally am. So I got a little bit of liquid encouragement. Okay, family, if you're watching, please don't judge. If you don't like it, please exit. Okay, bottles up. I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I do this, by the way. Now, the $1 million topic that I could talk about on any platform that I really don't, and yes, I'm pouring me a shot because y'all, when I get into dating, y'all are gonna be floored. And the real reason why I even called this meeting with my girlies is because we need to talk about something that it's been sitting on me. Well, it was sitting on me for a while, but I'm finally through it. I'm good. I'm whatever. So let's talk about dating. Let's talk about love, relationships. Let's just get into the nitty gritty. Let's talk about what we really here to talk about, okay? Back in April, one of my family members put me on to this dude that they knew of, that they thought we would really hit it off. I've been texting, communicating, just getting to know each other. I want to clarify, was this networking? Was this relationship? What is this? Mind you, this dude is 6 years older than me, so keep that in mind. Bottom tip. I was really feeling him because, to be honest, I felt like he was a lot of the things that I was looking for. So we were texting every single day for almost 2 months, and he never called me. And I was literally like insinuating a phone call, insinuating, hey, let's get to know each other better. Hey, I want to get to know you better. And it just never happened. Basically, I had applied to the Tyler Perry Dream Collective initiative, whatever, and I didn't get in. So I wanted to vent, right? I wanted to vent. I wanted to talk to him, and you know, just want that little reassurance. I call him, he doesn't answer. He calls me back like 15 minutes. I'm at the store, I don't answer. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call him back when I get back into the car. When I call him back, he does not answer. And the next day I had a nail appointment, and I remember he was like, you can call today to vent or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna call you after my nail appointment. No answer. Then he goes a day without texting me. The next day he texts me something about his hair that had nothing to do with what we were talking, like nothing happened, like I didn't talk about the phone call. So obviously it's something going on. Looking back, obviously there was somebody else involved. Obviously he was not feeling me like that, and obviously I was stupid enough to continue to talk to him if he really didn't want to be on that level. And so that's my fault. Let me tell you about the power of God, because this is important. This was a Friday, and I said, we was having a good conversation. I was feeling good. I was like, oh my gosh, I want this to work. Let me pray that prayer. Let me pray that removal prayer. My grandfather calls it the fleece prayer, or the flea prayer, whatever. I call it the removal prayer. I said, God, if he's not supposed to be in my life, remove him by 5:30 on Sunday. When I say I did not get a text message after that, I'm not lying to you. I never got a text message after that. So then it comes Sunday. Sunday comes around. Y'all, why do I not get no message? I only get nothing. So mind you, I prayed the removal prayer on Friday. Friday was the last time we talked. I did not hear from him after I prayed that prayer in my prayer closet. Because you know your prayer closet got power. Tuesday comes, my hair appointment is there. I'm like, okay, see, this is where I messed up. And this is the lesson for the young girls. Never deny the power of God. And never forget the whole story. Never forget the whole story. Y'all, when I tell you I could have dismissed so much unnecessary hurt, unnecessary despair, unnecessary depression, unnecessary low self-esteem if I would have just listened to what God told me the first time. But instead, I wanted to go on my own mind, on my own will, on my own way, and on my own timeline. And I tried to make things fit and make things work when it just was not supposed to work, okay? Never do that, because God will show you something that you don't want to see, or God will maybe put, or you may go through something that God was trying to avoid. So let me tell you what I did. Even though the prayer did what it was supposed to do, I asked God if he wasn't supposed to be in my life to remove him by a certain time, and I never heard from him. But I said, let me just see. If he never responded to this, then okay, this is actually confirmation. When in reality, God had already gave me my answer, right? I texted him, I said, hey, are you good? He's like, yes, ma'am, I'm good. Da, 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 da. I said, well, I haven't heard from you. I don't know if I said something wrong or whatever. And what we was talking about, I think, was about music or something. Nothing that really would have offended his feelings. But, you know, I'm just checking. He's a grown-ass man, but I wanted to chat, okay? Like, oh, well, you never responded to me. I said, I'm sorry, you never text me back. And I'm like, he's like, yes, I did. And he sends me the screenshot of a voice note that he has sent me. Now, this is important. Even though we never talked on the phone, he would send voice notes. I would send voice notes back when I realized, like, this is what he likes to communicate with. So I genuinely thought he didn't like to be on the phone, and he just liked to do text and voice notes. But anyways, the voice note never received. It never said deliver underneath the voice note. So now looking back, you should have known that I never got it. So him acting like that was just like, okay, you just wanted an excuse just to not talk to me. But anyways, whatever. So I sent him a screenshot. So this is where I messed up. So back on Saturday. So remember, I prayed the removal prayer on Friday. On Saturday, I'm talking to my roommate about what's happening. I'm like, girl, this is crazy. Like, he told me, you know, I prayed a prayer, he just gone. Like, he just gonna ghost me. Like, what's going on? We was having a good conversation. So I scrolled back to a message where I basically said, I'm getting to like you. I need to know if you feel the same way before I, you know, do this, because I'm not about to waste my time. He basically said, in order for me to be interested in you, I need to get to know you more. You know, to get to know me would mean to call, to hang out, blah, blah, blah. I, like a dumbass, love that message. So I unloved the message, or unliked the message. And I didn't know that that would show on the message thread, like on the preview, when you're going to look at all your messages from people. I didn't know that was going to show on the preview. I mean, I think I did remember that, but it was like, it's not going to show up. Like, I'm about to do my big one. Like, I unliked it, and it showed up. And then on top of that, I was posting on my story. I guess it do look bad. Like, it looked bad from his point, because I did not text back. I unliked the message, and I was posting on Instagram. But my whole thing is, you're a grown-ass man. Like, you're 30. You're almost 30. Like, talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. So I can see how that got messed up. Anyways, fast forward back to when I'm getting my hair done and I'm texting him, whatever. Because this is still the same Tuesday. Mind you, this is still the same Tuesday. Oh, mind you, we're back to where he sent me the screenshot, where he sent me the voice note, right? And I tell him I didn't see it, and I sent him a screenshot. Now, I don't know if you're thinking lying. I don't know. But I sent him my screenshot, and he's basically like, okay. And I'm like, okay, well, what you say? Like, I mean, I didn't get it. He was like, well, it doesn't matter now because that was back then. Triggered. When he said it doesn't matter now because that was back then, I'm triggered. I'm taking back to the moment of my ex. Now, to give you context, I've never really been in a relationship, and the one relationship I really was in, it was long distance, and it was like a month or so. But we had talked longer than that, it was like a month or so. He was a bum. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my ex is a bum. I even want to call him my ex, to be honest. Like, girl, what would you do with him? But he acted like he hated me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So when Lawrence, we gonna call him Lawrence, when Lawrence said that, I was like triggered. I was already taken back. And mind you, I'm on my cycle, so like, who you talking to? Who you talking to for real? So he was like, it doesn't matter now. And he put LOL or something, but that don't soften the blow. You just put that to soften the blow. It really don't make what you said any better. So I'm mad. I'm like, First of all, I didn't do all that when you didn't text me back. And immediately, as soon as I sent that message, that was the beginning of the end. No, when I decided to text him that day after God gave me my answer was the beginning of the end. Or was restarting what was supposed to be the end. That was on me. Unnecessary hurt, unnecessary all of that. So he was like, you're bringing up stuff that's in the past and don't have nothing to do with it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Like, that's weird to me. That's weird. I just feel like it was escalated to a point that it didn't have to be, and I feel like it was a genuine miscommunication. But when I say this was on me, like, this was bothering me, like, I was upset, I was crying. He was the first person I talked to that was close to what I wanted, and I think it kind of messed me up mentally. I was like, God, I told myself I wouldn't get excited, but I wanted to be optimistic, because to me, I know this is not the proper word, but I feel like it's blasphemous to not have faith in certain situations that are given to you. And although I know certain things are like a lesson, I really genuinely felt like this could have been something. But me being 22, me being young, me being dumb, not understanding, this nigga most likely has another girl. Like, this nigga probably just wanted to talk, but the problem is he was so ambiguous with his response. And this is another thing to my young girls. Please understand this. No response is a response. No clarity is a response. If a man is not giving you the answer that you need, that is your answer. If you're asking him, hey, if you're asking him, are we in a relationship, and he does not give you an answer, that is his answer. He does not want a relationship with you. Period. Go find you somebody that do. But the right one will never string you along, will never be ambiguous with his response. You will never be confused. The one thing about it is the devil is the author of confusion, and so anything that causes you confusion or cannot be fixed by communication or a conversation or anything, that is from the devil. And I'm saying that with so much force because so many times the devil comes in to take us off of course and distract us from what we're doing. And I feel like it was a distraction, even though I really wanted it to work, even though, you know, I wanted to be optimistic about it. At the end of the day, I really feel bad. Looking back at it, it's been 4 months now. I feel like it was a test. I got so caught up in the story, so caught up in how it would look and how it would feel, that I did not pay attention to the red flag. I did not understand, okay, girl, this is really not what you need. And so to all my girls out there, really assess what you want. Go for what you want, but don't let nobody play with you. Don't let nobody play with you. Play with your self-esteem, play with your time, play with anything about you. Don't let no nigga be on your phone. Don't let no little ass boy, no little non-man dictate what you do with your time, how you feel about yourself and all of this. On top of that, I'm crazy. Let's keep that in mind. So I'm crazy, and I'm the type of girl, I'm gonna go through your Instagram, I'm going through your Facebook, I'm going through your Twitter, I'm going through your YouTube, I'm going through everything, because I want to get to know you. And especially because I didn't get to know him over the phone, I wanted to get to know him on his social media. So I made the mistake of going through his following list. And you know what? I'm saying all this with no shame. Y'all are my homegirls, y'all are my sisters. And if anybody that knows me watches this, baby, I ain't got no shame. Can't nobody but Jesus himself judge me, and I actually feel some type of way. So let's keep it that. Okay, let's keep it at that, and let's keep moving, okay? His following lists were filled with girls that do not look like me. Were not as dark as me, were not as big as me, did not fit what I look like. So I think I went through also a period of just mental turmoil, because I'm questioning myself. And once again, I'm put in the same position of going through that cycle of getting to know somebody, getting your hopes up, wanting to believe that it's something, just to have your feelings hurt. I allowed myself to get intertwined in a conversation or a connection that I thought was a connection with somebody that was growing, to knock me off of my center so much. I was down for like 2-3 weeks because it really bothered me. If I could just scream at my younger self, if I could just tell myself, even from 4 months ago, that you are beautiful, that you are worth it, that you don't need certain things. And I'm at the point now where a relationship is not It's not even that high on my list. Don't get me wrong, I want a relationship, I want intimacy, I want partnership, I want commitment, I want companionship, I want all of that. But I'm at the point where I want my career more, I want sanity more, I want peace more, I want everything that I want. I want to be able to just get myself stuff. And I used to say, I can't wait till I get my husband so I can pay my rent and I can do my purpose. But I want it for myself now. I want it for myself. I've always wanted it for myself, but I really want it for myself now before I meet the person. To my sisters on this video, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, if you're in high school, if you're in college, if you're older, I promise you, it is so worth it figuring out who you are and what you want before you even start dealing with a man. And when you start dealing with men, you start dealing with boys, you have to know who you are. You may be 14, you may be 12, you may be 18, you may be 40. Knowing who you are is so imperative when you are trying to do anything with a man. Girl, these shots is hitting. I've learned through these past few months that I am enough and that I am worthy, and that my ambition, my aspiration for my career, my work ethic, my inspiration, all of that is worth so much more than me being in a temporary relationship or me wasting time with a man. Women are so powerful, we're so seductive, we're so rich with just power. People and men try to take that from you. They do. I'm not saying that happened to me, but I'm just thinking of like personal experiences and just what you hear in the world. Men try to strip you of your dignity, of your respect, of who you are, and they try to strip that power. But never let them take that power, because that's something that's God sent. God gave us the power to be seductive, to be powerful and strong and vibrant, and just walk this earth with so much fire and passion. I want to be an Oscar award-winning filmmaker. I want to have peace, I want to have love, I want to have an abundance of money where I can take care of my family and buy anything that I want. How I know you watched the end of the video is if you comment, my challenge is XYZ. Just tell us what your challenge will be. I'm gonna post once a day on TikTok. I'm gonna write 1 page of my book. I'm gonna write 5 pages of my script. I'm gonna start my business plan this month. I'm gonna start my cookbook this month. Whatever you want to complete by the end of the year, comment down below. I'm gonna tell you one of mine because I have several. One of mine is to get monetized on YouTube by the end of the year. As a young, successful person, I want to hear what your goals are and what your challenge is. What we are doing for the rest of the year on this channel, we're getting our lives together. We're being open, we're being honest, we're healing, we're growing together. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you next week.